Hello everyone and welcome back to our little design idea for Berlin Tempelhof Airport. So we have a little flyby here at the moment. We see the northern part that we go from now to the south, and here we basically fly by the new Tempelhof area as well as the airport area as well. Now you see, this is a very big city model that we talked about in earlier videos, and it shows us the general overview of this place. So we made some analysis here to take a look at those specific places and how it is distributed in the area. So with that, you have the surrounding neighborhoods, you have the airplane field, and you also have the connectivity of these places as well. And you see there are some very distinct paths that you have. On one time you have the big airport area, which has this circle which is only 1/4 filled. Then you have the landing strips and takeoff strips, and you have those big two lines of the streets from the north and the west sides. On that said side you also have this housing front that shares the road, and this circle that goes around off the airport is here visible as well. You can basically think of those blue boxes as a continuation of either the round path or a straight path which goes parallel to the roads, or the round one which continues the flow of the hangar. So on the one side you have the neighborhood, then this gigantic park on the other side, and then the continuity of the already existing structures. And here I'm trying to continue this idea of the structures we have and take it into a building that could be placed at that position. You have two directing forces. One time the parallels of the streets, and on the other side the runway that comes from a perpendicular vector. While you have no existing structure on the park side, which is actually something the people around in the area want, and to keep it open and clear, you are missing a center of something where people can go to after or before that. Paths and circulations are existing throughout the park and available everywhere, with concrete or sometimes just grass. So you basically have this field of temporary structures that goes up into the neighborhoods area with a higher elevation. So now when we come around, here is the current position of my proposal at the moment. So regarding to the gigantic field which is visible already from the street side, I propose a structure which is lifted up from the ground, so there is a big space under it, and that has to the street side a higher elevation in the boxes, as well as those points of interest which are marked in yellow in this case. Furthermore, you have those staircases or ramps that go up and are basically distributed all over the place, so you minimize the risk of contagion of the building. Looking from this angle, you basically have the street, the building, and then it continues on into the outward bigger park. So when we're going back to the front side of the park, you see this light non-intrusive area of the first floor, but then you also see the gradient of the park side to the residential side, which basically means that there are less areas or less flats and less boxes on the park side, and they're getting more and more filled up on the neighborhood side. You also see that on the point where the airplanes or the landing strip stops, there's basically also a point of interest that can be visited by people. And as we approach the end of the landing strip, you see the speed and the velocity that you have here, as well as the end of the hangar, which basically reflects this building. And with that, thank you very much for watching. See you in the next one, and bye bye.